Kata pakalima. Mano kara fo kulunko. Police station mandi kasate o sate ndem boyta abere. Hani station kilim mawi. That is deliberate. Abele no moy.
Assalamu alaikum bademolo hanibe bi mbalje Kunkujang Keitaya UDP Bureau nal badem malon Suleiman Jam sina ngal lamoy bayo silfo sonko councilor men gada brikama area council la kuma kangola
kukling me alon ka kuma da wolo nyindiko like I always said, agree and disagree, but at the end of it ntol be mu bakilum fakilin ne na mira nya sefata but alabang be mu mendol nyindiko ntol be mu bakilum fakilin ne and we should love each other, we should embrace each other, but with truth tonya silo with tonya. So come on drum be financial drum kanyo yaya kanyo la fa hakilola kanyo la fa mirola especially on issues melialon ko wolle be kere ko melialon ko wolle be kere good. So right mbadi will be which watch out with diamond oh boy Gambian child ila don kilome ya gondi jamo be kere but I don't think for me demandira jamo nyanta siala okay because this is, like I said, this is politics. Momo la miro be diamond to katara world. You know, but like music sometimes you know, music is art, you know, and music is art and crafts. So maybe you know, over a music a craft nyaming, I mean, is the best person to come out and explain that. You understand? But like Tolfana Melialon come listing a salty. Tolfana Kala Moile. So Nimo you take your left like a diamond to tie your tie, one like a diamond to tie, you know, your bullet. You understand? And that is music. Okay, and that is every music. Music lady. But the main important thing in the music is the person who is singing it. Remember Dongilon Lakam. What actually they mean. At La Donglonia, I mean, you know, contesting Abundimundole, who was the Malamala Fongoti, I mean, who was this scribe, Mea Safe, Amaria Safe, Mindala Latina, what actually, Milatina, Safe Lani Mea Safe Kali, you know, I mean, Artisoniana, I Safe Minakama. You know, all those things, the producer, all those things are things Melia Lonko. You know, we should actually look at. But for me, I feel like, you know, when I listen to it, my understanding is, you know, it touches both sides. You know, they are warning, both sides they marry, right? But now it depends. Each of the groups or each of the sides, Momo left a mental out of the music, you know, Momo Nyanda Kamenta. That's why I say agree and disagree. You know, I have not blood strategy, not Kumakang strategy, those Kumakang who have been other way around. You understand? Because Toyota music also goes with our society, and in society, I think it has to go with social things. You know, na society la the norms and values also need to be part of it. Kneel after, if you want to have kneel after, you know, I mean, coming, we respect also the you have embracement and the like. Sometimes the kuku kela music lembang, politics lembang, karango lembang, whatever the moment kela, you must also remember this call. Our norms and values must be respected. Na society la taran silo, fanawul buta fanan nawul fananta. So basically, Donkiloning, for me, I don't have that big problem with Donkiloning. I have to be very frank. You understand? Yes, I have to be very frank. No problem. Donkiloning. I have no problem to tell you the truth. damang problem basro donglo ni na kola. Okay? Although niayon ko mo problem basro, I have some a bit, but you understand. But I think sometimes that is natural. Ko kuku be kala ka 100% sort of kola be jamano kanga easy. So I know I have my little buts ala music going kono, but what I did is nana focus no men kawon na kuma kawon yina lamoy. Is na kuma kawon yina lamoy the wisdom, some of the wisdom part from Diamond Koronte whole letter, and I feel like yes, I think it's important Mr. Finti because near Oboy Lamoy, Oboy character Jumalata from as Oboy as the main architect or the main uncle or maybe describe me along telephone several lines atlemu California and Yadon Court atle Alpha Palaso Taji. What was his character? Minamar like character in the music. It took the responsibility of Alpha Palaso Taji. And what was his response to child made in the Palaso Taji? So Milamu atala because obo dingramental position mental doglo kono janta kaw fana jibe batel obo palaso mental doglo kono is very vital because atale alpha ya palaso nyinta child dindi ya palaso nyinta but nin child diamuta obo can be a fire obo can be from fire that one also need to get into people's brain dinno kanyinale akata nala ko dinno kanyinale so dinno kanyina. That is something we actually have to look at very well. Dinno kanyinale. Dinno child. Dinno kanyinale. Ha. Dinno kanyina. It has future and it has past tense. Ha. Dinno kanyinale. Among I sama sort of I kunum falanyinan. So we have to look at kunum. Menekada kunum. Dinno kanyinale. Dinno ka forget. You understand? So dinno kanyina men na wala nyuko. Like dinno la nyina fanga siata. For example, dinno nyin kabrabe nung Abelun J, for example, Alpha cool milkai. But it can a child moya come and follow you to go, yen nije. Like, child code laugh and bomber, yen nije. You understand? So, that's something one also can capitalize on that. Right? So, Ninada, the most difficult part, may alongo Mojama, I believe Mojama Bemang agree with that part like the emphasis on Hadumo. Okay? But the emphasis on Hadumo, look, we need to really understand Hadumo goes to everyone because Najibe Obo Kafalako, Akatandi child lako Hadumo, didn't know. But child from Katandi Obo Lako Hadumo Keba. Now let's look at the Najibe, Tonya Jibe now. Nindula you to sign Hadumo Koning, Msadino Jumala no Bake. Right? Let's just be very frank here. Okay. Doba Hadumo in dealer Bake to Kebala. Doba Hadumo dealer didn't know you because Koronto Ning Hadumo it a jump on the knowledge. Right? Okay. And Hadumo in real aspect, like Talib we need to so let us not allow the so-called people to carry this music, make it come to Latamu. We must explain to them. We must explain to people, understand very well. Talib, okay, Hadumo Majam, right? For example, Anum Kumagon Dino Kanyinale, Muntola, what you do? Cabrita Minala, Jumale back. When he was coming, when Talib was coming, for example, at the convention, ye Mustafa Tura Yul Bula, ye Kanul Bula, ye Kanul Bakaitan, Itanina Dula Bank. Dinu Kanilale. Now, Yelana Hadumola sign, Hadumola Carola now. Now, Hadumola Carola now, what you need to look at Hadumola's side here is Yeke Mayoti, two term. Yeke Mayoti. Ha. 2 term. Yeke Mayoti. Ha. Iman dunya wala de. Itaman dunya wabela de. Hadumo to na atina. Sang afele yela karyetina. Ha. Hadumo to na atina. Sang afele yela karyetina. because ite so katina lako dinno kan nyina like inyina da koma la inyina da kununale tamu me alongo Mustafa Toure nyolu Majib nyolu Musa Jambe nyolu and others, all those people nata ilafte fongola bari ite place on soto wolu inyina ta wolu ngale ite nyina ta wolu ngale fo lu me atna bi alfa la palaso alfa nyina palaso sai ite lafta kajoko pour ko ta ban hadumo atne ibe fola so hadumo nyin talif like a fota bela it lose everything a fota bela so wala tina ngam mem fo mole wala ñu ko fanna hakilo du baaki greed fanna hakilo du baaki so dia music going to me let us all embrace it along one need to be very factual here alim kanaso this so-called peoples and the like, let us not allow them to carry out with every because one thing I need to understand, these people are PR people. But come and follow you to go. Imu PR nyanya eventual tarajan because ntolu abenyame nkafu wala nyama. Abenyame nkafu wala nyama. So the music is a message them, and message to me momo yela nyoso jele barinte fe ala yamaroni. Abdullah go tanna fa baba ko jio bi do sama tanna fa baba ko jio na fa baba ko jio ta yes, so it's very simple. So music going, let's all embrace it. Yalong left a kukli may all understand jam ya yele kabring oboy ka ajindi okay. Aman saramola momalong jumalem architect ajindi la koti. Good girl. Thank you. Abaraka. Yum. So now let's look at Ajindi, for example. Ajindi. So Ajindi, Kabilang over I mean, I don't think there is a single politician in this country. Meya Longo, Ibafuloko, Ajindi was Mamela, there's a single politician in this country. Ibafuloko, I discussed with Obo before Ajindi Samano. Okay? Ajindi bondile, kabla Ajindi bondi, mole ajoko, Ajindi is, Ajindi mu, a totality, for example, right? So mole ata. And then to tell you the truth, when we were all together, we all embrace Ajindi because, in fact, we were using Ajindi, in our political code. You understand? So, and so Ajindi, is normal. So mbe Ajindi tale, right? And then we all embrace Ajindi get a household, household tinti, I get a boom bacon of 40. You understand? So my advice, my point here is this. Alin sa akin drum, be no faham, don't you be embrace. Okay? Now only Jamala problem on don't blow you to is about how do more. But how do more I'm not going to go Sebada Male Hadume or Dindoda Maraka Hadume. Hadumo is a general issue here. But Nina and Ajibe, what comes in line with Hadumonic? Like being the elderly person, being the spokesperson, being the Atlem the main character in the Fongoni. We actually need to look into that. You understand? I can really emphasize the dinner one. Whatever a guy who Panato dinner. Udilani, Nada Fanan give it Baba Kele and Ghana music going into na put.
Thank you.
That is completely indicated. Please. Yes.
Bro, Sirifo, sorry, them be distracting. Bilem nekanu katambil dungul beti nak. Sometimes, ila view and intellectual view I'm gonna be honest with you. Sometimes I can fall in the body. Bilam te ne embrace, bilam ne respect. Because political is not about tell me that my favor or dorong inanta kola moy. You understand? And then for nam you told me yaran ko katala online inanta you understand na ko. Oh boy musical play. Musical ni message lem. You understand? And then I character men play in other way around. I both side lama. You understand? Niara musical ni lomo. Amanko ko I ba Hussein disrespect. I disagree with that. And then these people need to understand ko come all bully just because of interview for match. We should come like community in Menketeng. Then say it in Menketeng. It am UDP active ballot and UDP member ballot mood. Mobile long. Yani mo ya for oh bio bang UDP la bio it can follow so it is ninto UDP dingul be kabirin honorable Sleban Sa will be Bori Toure will be mol be kanyim kusi fal ka nin na mol la xamul attaque ta fintina kanyim passar si fak ba tan na gambe non la ko nyim mol they are just a bullets and then they are no many alam ko borana suwol le ko man dis so raji because oh boy mam fenk anyway ñu kota data oh boy mam fenk kabra e den kilo la ko ajindi fontol bulata la ban nane mam bulala nin sana thank you inata yo fo jambi kabra ajindi la mo bele yo celebrate because I tell them for ajindi to nila man sama do ko ka ajindi itela asindi je na nila kiyama no man do ko ka ajindi ani la gofono ko man do ko ka ajindi mo manen mbe ko ni embrace mbe ko je ko musico ni message wala so why be I need dollar la takana ka bully kala musico disrespect kala found this sa ni no ka o boy komodum atani men wuluta dum atani men ka ko nyolo ka dum fo ka refa do bayla ata bayla so nin ko ka wato ka bula mo lan kenan just because ni la bira no bukata o individual o mari mo individual but say mo men ba komadu ani mo fanson men ba komadu it is high time namol na namol stop this is my course in UDP because nte nata UDP le from before 2016 kata panderi mbayla radio nimol ko be UDP alpha disrespect I remember one time Abu Savage Kapante ko nta bota tere kafol and then that time nta any connection sort of Gambia ko for I don't have any connection in Gambia because nta bola Gambia high school grade 10. You understand? But now UDP more disrespect can be level can made something len naja ko be re kan ka fo man nin ko lel muti mu tere ka fo lel di mu yeldi mu vindi da kaje ko ni be men ke kay ben mol disrespect kan just because you a political view falling wora bi nin to fanan na mol ko kilionke nin ni mo bona musico manta o ni na mo moje baro jamu we shouldn't leader ko ni la kan tala hard break. You understand? A couple of months ago, no more delay. Even then,
no. But one thing I just want to make clear: Mamu may and them follow. I believe it's disagreement.
I can send you the post. Modo ya sepe. Ako obo to fala famai.
Yeah. I did not see that. And I cannot don't indicate no. So what I see, and the Marlon Jumala from Mari, so I cannot authenticate that. But what is more, I don't come here to debunk anybody. I only came here to explain my part. I only came here to explain my part. Okay, so to debunk someone or to say
no. But what you are doing right now?
Just hang on. Don't wrong. One thing we need to understand the political economy, and we need to respect each other's view. Okay, and we should not allow nobody to push us to an emotional level. That is my problem, right?
Thank you.
So like okay, career for to me, I don't think okay, socially, okay, I don't comment. It's like he's saying Omo Kumakang. If Omo feel like it's not disrespect to Usenu. I mean, I feel like Omo can tell that to the father because Omo know very well Usenu more is a fatherly figure, all right? So I don't think that is wrong also. So let us not also misconstrue people's words, okay? But Kukul Lemajang, definitely the Mole Yamaro, the whole Yunduko, I don't can ask some Kuyatina, Membatina Bemolen, I don't can have Mole, I don't can have Mola Ulala, I don't can have Mole, Mayatina Abe Borundilla Mola. That is everybody, that's general, right? Okay?
Do cut the fire out of
Right?
You cut the fire out. So not like when you Silfo, there are one person with Facebook, you understand, that person the follow 100% among a UDP member. 100% among a UDP member. Because at one point, Najele, a UDP executive member right now, current executive member, Amari Sefa Ane. Anita found Silfo Sonka, this person insulted you. So they just UDP who send double color flag out. But sometimes I'll provide
so my advice to you is this, okay? It's a long. So Neo Mario long, ignore. Don't even associate that person to Nimble na particular kumul fokam.
Because Napatiola Nyanta call Molu can follow up. You understand?
But look, let me tell you something. Patiaba will follow up on Nyadile. Let us be very fair to
but they are cyberbullying. They are cyberbullying. They give only negative name for the party. Because they label themselves as a party member.
Do you control Momo telephone? Do you control Momo laptop? Do you control Momo Memfola?
No.
Huh?
No.
Yes.
No.
So
But listen.
So this is the point,
couple of months ago, there was an individual, me alanko, I fairness of a week was not nice. Kabirin Dr. Lamin Mani, Yamari long, effort trial, week is good. As an individual, Mari contact, Tandala ko be manya menate, mantara fenkos kampoti for ham. You understand?
But do you know personally, and do you know the media committee of the party? Huh? The media committee of the party, we reach out to Mojelle. And even some of these people are not even will want a party or dual. But the thing is, UDP as a political party, let me tell you one thing, and we'll let the Mobile understand very well. Let the Mobile understand very well. When you go, B, UDP mu party or the party of me along go, new color party UDP Sumanna, and the party support the solar. Or even UDP la Kara Sumanna, UDP la party support the solar. You will be wrong.
No, you can't do that. But sometimes we have to address them. We have to address them.
Let's talk about the party, but let's not talk about individuals. Because those individuals, you don't know what their intention. Somebody can put my picture. And that person, you go to his profile, you will never see the person in his ala world. You will never identify that person. Somebody can put his logo on
Silfo, come not the page of the beaten. Come not the page of the beaten, connect them. Silfo, it make a B. We attend the mobile, the Gambino Belco. Our party is a very decent party. Why?
Yeah.
It make a B and it at a lot of as a genuine person, Momo City, genuine winter, Illo Moy, Ninata Memfo, and other Memfo come. Imari, any stupid elementary school, our party is decent. You know, so that decent thing is all of a no one many along go line they can't promise you these people don't act in this manner.
No, but Yalo Loco, B. If I do anything that it is today, B, newspaper will carry it. And they will carry it. If I like a patiola, nobody can motabula patiola. B. I'm not a party, I'm not a patiola executive member. I'm not an executive member of the party.
Yeah.
B. And B, the position I'm holding as a councillor in Brikama Area Council.
Yeah.
Okay. B. As a member of the media committee today. B. Anything I make. B. Molba associated to the party. So what happened? The men have to another left Jawala, whatever Kuriala, may have to look back. May have to look back. So let them for a mole will be the call. More B UDP kafo me ya lonko our battle so momo ya lonko B ita mari UDP in college and UDP kalule with your heart UDP kalule no mola ya lonko B mojelu le jikiri in patiola and mojelu left in patiola right so wadamma mari ba ka le be fam ko la nyame
exactly and then mol nyal be kul konole mol be lo moy kanne mol be like mol be lo moy kanne mol nyal be kul konole
lot of people are feeling for this ajele ning united for around the thank you this guy this DMC divided movement for change ibe politique nyala wala tan ndol ko ndol nata nyila la wala ñun taalibu ka fo ndol nata nyila la ñun la bi ñun be politique nyala ñun le jam ñun le jawla ta katambi mo be and why I keep telling you ñun le jawla ta katambi mo be la ñun le negative ta katambi mo be la
yes okay when you come to talbe nta fonkundi me yenjeten ndana na lole atata for couple of weeks mbe Ibrahima Diba defense kam pour di nul kana abanen bari until our family, we are very independent and we are very democratic, you know. Until our family always. So, Honorable Sleman Saka, from Dokoma Molia calling, Dokoma friend Dakata, and I'm not contact. Another UK Jaconia video, this is your own opinion. Well, as I'm naming Kolka, you are allowed. And he left the Bibi Lalo, yet at Taliban, yet a movement out. Guy was shot. Ndamanta Taliban movement out. Nga ko na tatara ja ko ni lafta ani bi you are free man imu fansum kebalati itate mentan ko to ma do fanen ko la ko nyako na elda buru da fanen ko nyako video stop you understand bari nada talbe la mol la ko jele mbama diam ta nyako nyako akonya ñun man ta dula fon so sai akonya ko muneta ko be patio ko no yeta bondi je i metata i la refon patio lo ban nata la mol la sila bulol lel je nata la sila bulol je ni men ka tar olla ne ko man koy ko ñunu tonya talibé la fala barakata slob men naka ko makal men fo aka fon contradict bakere itata mira no la ko ta dam mala la family barakata o ta dam mala karanta gambia ata kenola ite lafta bu gamenol be kankiling ande mobe na together bari metata patio to ite bota patio ora that mean ko ite kamen fo iman tarota wala sa talbe ko ndabota ji ndabota ji ndimbe ko nin kelbe ko man la ka foy ko talibé man tara patio je ama ana ni movement of ni ma ka leaderti abe problem o samman nan jele ntala o fali ala ñu movement bibi lalo ye kemo bojan ka leaderti talibé problem o create la ndata ata ko di kala je billahi wallahi talla ala be sedi yaringal so woto kamman ta kajala ko is fooling us kato itabe dawdara ni ndeli tata race la position la in UDP ni meta itata yendata o manyane ta bonda UDP no, I don't want the UDP, but then you are not genuine to yourself. This is the one of the reasons I get out of there.
All right, Ninkai, thanks for coming and
thank you. Yeah. Thank you for today. Be not you know to
Yeah, so guys, like I said, you know, I mean, Musa said in this someone, but you know, you need to take your time. Give someone you. I like you. There's someone Musa Mekachara di Bola near Kacha, and then I want you to be very definitely telling me, you know, because left right in Kacha, Gambian cooking left especially UDP call. Nyanda kan hakilo do back in Talib movement on you. Yalong, Nyanda kan humoleko. You know, I mean, Talib ko manyana ka kanyinala. And on Talib ko, we should always talk about it all the time. You understand? And I have a reason why I say this. You see, actually, Talib nala mulu, anything is going to be disrespectful to Usenu, to UDP, even men can and NPP mantala can. So imagine, ye mira back and ye mira ya understand very well. you really understand you. People feel like boy learning more they feel like boy learning coming from Nandro Begele or disrespect Begele. You understand? That is what actually Talib Nala Mulbe celebrate can. Talib Nala Mulbe celebrate. So anything me alongo is a kind of insult or a kind of Usenu Dwyer. Talib Nala Mulka will celebrate. Now I understand. So that shows how these people look at us as enemies. Talib Nala Mul let their more bay in a campaign day. Well, life is not going to be anything else more popular than I think than more popular than a UDP attack. In a meeting, focus is all about UDP. In a messaging is all about UDP. And in fact, ya jemenara molu, it can mention Usenu Manu. That is exactly Talib Nala Molu. B, you will see Talib be sitting, Talib be roaring. If the Talib welcome like Kabayako, we don't need all power. We need young man. We don't need all power. Talib be jelala. Ibrahim Dibayol be jelala. If the jelala, and they were happy that those people were welcoming them with such kind of message. A contentale, more be wollen come, welcome come in food. May I long your more bonnet do la beleto. Your more bonnet all the way from all over West Coast, KMC. Your more bonnet, ye more bonnet, ye samanan. Ye more bonnet, ye samanan. Ah, they brought them. Kanana, ye samanan Burfood, ye fandige. Burfoodam madama, somebody donated them almost about, almost about 100,000. You use all those money. You could be, they invest a lot of money in this meeting. Another day, so people were putting a disrespect towards Hussein, and Talib is comfortable with that. And you people want us to welcome the Talib. You people want, you want us to support Talib on that. This is the point. And again, sorry guys, huh? Okay, Atambulu. When after the so, guys, this is the problem here. Talib Nala Mool, and whoever think we're going to forget those people, we are not going to forget them. Because Wallan Monkey Fendi can go kill it. Wallan Monkey Fendi can UDP take. Because one, they need an alternative in politics. And they feel like we are not that. So they feel like the political space or the political environment most men and also Dilano. So they have to form a new party, and that new party they can only build that party from UDP or through UDP. What is that? What am I trying to do? That's their intention. That's their intention. I don't know free. We will never leave them free. Never. The only thing, like I said also, it comes two ways. And one thing I have to say this one to go, Oboila being the main character there, I can mean for child and child kuma come fire Obo can mean fire. I can jabi men alpha la carola. Why is something me along go, for me I feel like the music is somehow is a bit okay. But it has a bit of another don't them, it has a bit of disrespect in wider context, especially the drama part. The drama partnering, it has a bit of a campaigning message. The drama partnering. And that drama partnering left Alial Hakil to Mark William to go, Jumal who are the one acting? Let's look at those people also. And who are these people? Normally, I think Alpha Lakati. I think Kebal Lakati. Normally, a drama part, no overall music, a drama part, Jama Bi, I think Alpha Lakati, especially in person Jamano Kebal. But why this time, Obo have to bring those boys, VM Nyolu, we all VM Nyolu, and those boys? Why Obo have to bring those people to act? So you can see there is a bit of architect. Ha. There's a bit of architect. Architect may along go. What are the context of this Donkelonian column? We all have to agree about that. We all have to agree about that. But again, like I said, my advice to my comrades, my party supporters, if we don't embrace it, just leave it as it is and move on. Talib and his people, they will be creating so many negativity, especially in the media. All that negativity, UDP call ta purun tolberi akla nyame, ya fa mole ko kalnya ejele. Kalnya UDP call jele. Ha, they are numulmu because every time me out of ground, it can make all you to go come far to them. Nale masakunda di never skeleton. So they will create many of such kind of things. We buy to ning reactor drone. You know, if I follow these people are intolerant. Ha, what I'm calling for one like them more killer be the patio killer in Bangkok, but terrible patio killer. Terrible movement of Canada than any other movement in this country. NPP will know they are killing, and NPP will they are naturally there. Will then will be because we'll be seeing that automatically tell us the world. So then we will be together all the time. And you will be diamond to Kai. We will move killing already. But come for B, mean killing, maybe the more killing, the more debunk B. Let Taliban kill like a time more. I'm telling you truth. I'm no matter what I can go. Not can make a more in I am conne. I am not part your conne. And while I'm the movement, you cannot part your tape. The part your mental can't take. That is his intention. Another, I'm cooking up like what the youngs have said. A betrayer always want to move on. But the person is betrayed will never want to move on. And that is the truth. Because they want to move on, but we are not going to move on. Because we know it's a main case intention. It will let many movement about our party. It will many movement about our party. What is their intention about our party? Talib is not my fellow opposition. Don't talk to Talib is my fellow opposition. He is not my fellow opposition. No. Talib is a destroyer. It's not opposition. And if Talib is a real opposition and he feel like then the caring in Bango Kanjang. He feel like what is happening in this country. And then I falling there. Wallahi Azim. Gokmakilla for young. Talib believe that will be. Nobody should move that. Talib the party party. That's why I will never call them UMC. I always call them DNC, Divided Movement for Change. They are dividers. In another they will beat through everything. In the Kato Baker, everything just kind of the party hotel. But Allah, you meet Allah. Allah, Masaba Masakalanke. Masaba Masakalanke. Abel Lola Banco, Abel Lola Molte, Melialonco, will be proactive. Jamamancy, political mancy. Political mancy. No. Sansanbury has a letter. Don't let no long. Don't let no long. Don't let no long. Political mancy. Don't let no long. Billah wala la don't no long. Political mancy. Political is si young in Bangkok Kanjang. Because I live mento, I live your menti, I like a co menti na belon. I like a co menti na belon. But go Samuel Mekadela for the registration. Sama, let's see them. Go ahead always and listen why mobilize it. Let's see them. Samuel, hello, cooking and call for all of you to go. Hello, Ning, Gambian calling the cooking understand. Ning Talabuka Finja, this party is not belong to anyone. One man in the parliament. This party does not belong to anyone. I have funny. One of the flyers, you have seen somebody in those flyers apart from Talib Ahmed Bensouda. All the flyers so like Talib Ahmed Bensouda and the Ebola. Talib, this party is owned by the Bensouda family. It's not owned by anyone. It's owned by Talib. This party hey, this party is not among the Gambia party. Among Gambia among the Gambia party. It's owned by Talib Ahmed Bensouda. It's funded, sponsored, architect by Talib Ahmed Bensouda. So Bay is Talib Ahmed Bensouda. Atele tam party nyinti atele alo atele bala concept koma atele ma nyaton koti any day e ko jam ko Talib man ke party nyaton koti Talib is not going to put his money there. I know Talib I know this gentle I know this guy. I know Talib. I'm going to let Talib learn it. Let Talib learn it very well. Let Talib learn it from the beginning. I know this boy. I know him. He's a big snake. I know him. And those who normally go to his office can visit. I don't have to do. If you go to his office, you always need to be very careful. The moment you rent a Talib office, even though office if because at the end of it, I'm telling you, you'll be trapped. That is the kind of person he is. Even the Talib office I know office didn't take it wrong. He said, Hakilo, Diba Kuku Kelagi. He said, Hakilo, Diba Kumo Folagi. Iba Kumo Folagi, along with Iba Fokam Banta Ballet. Iba Kumo Folagi, along with Iba Fokam Banta Ballet. Ndala ala obsokoro itaraje iba kumo fokan talibe obsokoro e ba fokan banta bal mukana moni ne fongola fon itara talibe obsokoro idunta obsonyum kono the moment obsonyum kono yeten tem fo obsonyum kono alongo e ba fokan CNN alongo e ba fokan BBC. That's the kind of person he is. Nima lo so fwe at the end of it I alila jiba ka fam bondi nyare simba amina ka fam bondi nyare at the end of it. At the end of it. Mokala money nevo. No joke. No joke. So jang nte because of the love I have for this country, I make sure la ko talible ni movement oni ba kelela. I have to be very frank. Me movement oni kelela ni movement on council for kana so ni banko kan council. I have to be very frank. And council for council mo council e mayor council. E mayor council pour kana so ni banko kanja. Apadio. Just a mayor council on board for go. I will stood by my feet. Many time will be dealer. I will do everything. I will do everything, even a councillor from a canal in Bangkok. Ben, I will try to be Aladani or batting. Nisal Tanka Sunka Aladani Bella. Because Yala Nakera. Man, because you manyan a balloon in Bangkok. You throw manyanaka, you come siva, come in come siva among the Kabu de Mea logo, Yanaka allow na Bangkokan. In Kapusiva. Kapujauba. Kapujauba. Kapo Mea Longo. It a content near one the Alphane. Kapo Mea Longo, it a content, it a celebrate near one the Alphane. Below, ever couple in a couple of society coraba. Don't let the know the Wulka. Don't let the know the Wulka Santo. Kapo Mea Longo, another Alphane, Alpha Dea, Kakbaraka Kebaya from there. O couple do dua we made in Bangkok Kanja. Kapomen na Alphaya dua there, come and because Alphaya among Kumaya. Yo. Alphaya among Kumaya. Kapomen Kauke. I don't have a couple of one year dua bang, we balloon, we second in Bangkok Kanja, or an Alpha best of Doya, or an studio best of Doya, or an cabinet best of Doya. Na bunya molu na bunya alfa sa doya alfa ya sa tinanyin bangko kanjang alfa ya sa tinanyin bangko kanjang ko kafolum Talib Ahmed Bensouda na yin kafol e man alfa ya bunya e man fem bunya ke baya to e man je ko ke baya is wisdom e man long and they will never respect that one Talib Ahmed Bensouda na la kafol kafo me yalon ko e ka kontanne ka celebrate ka sia ni alfa nang ni de alfa ni alfa nang wato no tum wol talib na la mol ka finti ka celebration ke wala ko ni alfa nang ya alfa le doya afle men alfa juma ni ka bulo kafo kono alfa juma le be comfortable la ni fo je sirin talib amin ben sur la kafo kono ibe comfortable ni ala tema with right consent ni banko kanja alfa juma le be okela alfa juma le be okela ha wala tinna albe keɓa dow jele kono le mbaɗa kilin bo wol fanan albe jela ni nata iɓe tala doyare nde ite sonna kay ton worande ite sonna e findi santo because wol dolu because of family ties albe alfa dow jele je wolmu family tielete family ties albe alfa dow jele je idum dawol kanne ha idum dawol kanne yo kuma ken sa fowle ha yo kuma ken sa fowle so wol be tarle no ma doron just kono meali rek because mlekata tabi findi da folo ke ya alfa doya ye kebal doya ye kebaya doya ko kebaya manke tenti ko kebaya manke wisdom de tabi findi da wato me yoke tabi findi wato me yoke ye kebaya doya wato men findi da no tanni kebal ye na kasila andum gambia kebal be na kasila nyulale gambia kebal be na kasila nyulale gambe kebal te bulla ñu noma gambe kebal te ñu folo la but funding ke wala fongol ballo because look funding ke juma la be comfortable la funding ke juma la be comfortable la ha funding ke juma la be comfortable ye fong align kafo la kafo me yalon ka mon kebal buna funding ke juma la be comfortable la wala ye fong sembe no ye song ye bula kafo kono kafo me yalon ko ay alfa dolale but tol jumala be banko ko me alon alfa tela jumala kay yayi sado ko jumala be ni sado ko jam me alon ko korra tebulu allu alla korra ni alfa man daraje bar ñu le alfa ya doya il faut alfa ya wonte talib amed ben sulu na la mulu musa seydi ñolu ha talib amed ben sulu na la mulu musa seydi ñolu ha il faut alfa ya wonte ko alfa ya mon kumaya alfa ya mon kumaya to a level they have to do all ever ka ko beke ka kada ko beke ha ka alfa ya doya ka keba ya doya ka wisdom doya ha ka wisdom doya so musa seydi ñolu bebo kafole kono ha musa seydi ñolu bebo kafole kono alali la moy alkela mani wisdom la alkali la mani ani hakilo la musa seydi ñolu ha musa seydi ñolu yunus haydara ñolu nana maketa ñolu alkali la moy nani la moy ali la moy ani hakilo la kamina fo ila foro be man ka fendi ka alfa doya ka kebal doya ka fondin tol fo doya tano ni ka fonte ko bulan no mala alfa tan la bulan no mala o nyama nin te no ala mun tafana mu alfa tan wolti so alfa tan kafo jumala be so na yefan na kindi wala ala al haqiqatu ala al haqiqatu nyum kafo kafu jawba kafu jawba kafu jawba ite barakala no ibale fna kaltinya kafo me ya longo barakata tarlaje wo kafo ite be so na kadu kafo ngaji le kafo me ya longo ata barakala kafo men ta barakala bil ndala fa longo ata barakala ndala ya ko ndala wo kafo nyinta barakala talib kafo nyinta barakala nela ta barakala man alfal bunya imam alfal bunya imam horomo so alfaliye kafo nyinta barakala kafo men ta barakala mila ba tin ndabe so na kam fon na kindu kafo la kafo me yalon ko barakata je kafo me yalon ko wato wati ala miro men to ni ko be alfal nen na nyame be alfal nen na nyame be alfal do ala nyame par be ke baya ko do ala nyame ko ke baya ni filla ko ke baya mo important ke baya mo kumaya ke baya is nothing ha ke baya mo ke tenti o kafo mo so ye fa so kafo wala talib amed ben sudo la kafo gamme ko fa ya understand ngole ko politiko mansi mba fola le kafo nyi allo tan nyaajile mo jumal le bakono mine mula hamodi mine mula kekol mbe fola le jam mbelo la platform mo fola le so wala beje naro don man na ka meja naro don ka fa ko oh boy I mean, oh boy, mu donc la ay donc lolé la modo li fonje donc lo kono dol me fonje je ay donc lolé la ay donc lolé la you know donc lo ñing dol ya ko donc lo ñing beta tele dol ya ko donc lo ñing mom beta right so naraka mem faale do wolo ñi ko alimbe donc lo ñi ko is an artist. He has I don't do and we embrace them. So now I don't do if you want to embrace it, embrace it. If you don't want to embrace it, don't embrace it. But again, I don't go for landa kunkilo wala miroto. Understand? I will take it two sides. I will look la open with open heart. Akili kilo wala kaje ko one la jinda ko. Oh boy, artist wala. Ano artist wala fanan kala fle na e fon la me alon I controversy soto that is nature I artiso kala wala e fon la I controversy I mean mul ba ko hey man kala because artiso ka balu viewers la artiso ka balu viewers la so artiso ka balu viewers la nyame we have to sometimes understand but let's want to also memu na advice to not advice to the artist nilo kuma fanan fola na social na society you always have to make your focus low society can me focus on how it is going to be to the society when I saw Mr. Jao he was advising Stargal and Stargal music going she's a very talented lady but the music the social message I can message me for how is that message to our society and that is the only thing I would like artists to try to, libre saber que la solo is along how to write it. You understand? Anybody look now, but a message everybody can consume the message peacefully without no ambiguity. You understand? What is very important. I mean that is quite true. And to speak to the people, through arts is very important. So for me, I'm okay. Like my only advice to old boy and the Gambian child is a haklo to draw, need a musical bondula. They try to get some legal advice, some social advice before you come from the elders, especially elders role Malayalo go new level do okay can no. They have to back a wall to you have to back elders will from the back. Yeah, but like I said, actually, my final thing would be that is Citizen Alliance, CA. So we have left and wrong Gambia called CA. Citizen Alliance, Nali Gibe, Kafonya Lotanyadi. Naya Kabinata. People were saying the customer is there, the doctor is intelligent, doctor was supported by everyone, Well, Dr. Boya, doctor is smart. I wish Dr. Koma join UDP. I wish Dr. join other political parties. But what do we see? The Dr. J, as a Patiolo, a Kapa Citizen Alliance. The Royal Aklo to Bakele, Gana Tarik Minapalaga. So come here, Capo, a Kapa Citizen Alliance. Yes, Zaza. So come here, Citizen Alliance law. Yeah. The Citizen Alliance law, come here, Citizen Alliance law. Biggie. So Alpha me kaponi ko yajere kabe fal Alpha me kaponi ko kaba Dominic. Lumen kabe Dominic resigned from Citizen Alliance. From that day, I know ko kapo betela. Yalo kapo Alpha taw. So wo kapo kilo wala min talib kapot. Wo kaponi yajere o Citizen Alliance ale mol mel yalo ale je back. Namanga Ismailati. Some of the few people will be me yalo ko will they love the country ila focus mu bangola code wolu Bawol manya jekande will be making well they're very because you can see at least they have love for the country right but again it's matter that matter the Sydney Alliance ala for you it's matter for this matter and so it's matter Bismillah went with 2 people to the government. But Allah in Citizen Alliance for the phone. Out of Citizen Alliance, they show. I don't want to say funding call for Allah has to become bad. Citizen Alliance, they show. Allah for Jumale Palasota. Citizen Alliance, the supporter soul. Or a member, or a prominent member of Citizen Alliance, B. Citizen Alliance will come a coalition with the government. But out of all of those people, B. Jumale Bege Mayor Lonko Abe Masakunda Palaso. Jumale Bege Mayor Lonko Abe Masakunda Palaso to B. Out of Citizen Alliance, Mayor Lonko Tafogo. Afanambaya Londo put into the government. Jumale Bege. I'm just asking you people. It's Mela Kungo da Mali Bege. And no government body will go. I don't funding tell me alongo. Ibal Nene can for Albert Talib empower can. Believe in me, at the end of it, it's only Talib Kungo. Billahi Talafa. It's only Talib Kungo. Not Tinada. It's only Talib Kungo. One. Either Talib go back to a business owning because that is his problem. Either you go back to the business he was doing, the pampas business or the timber business, either you go back to that or you go and do the real estate business. Is that what he's going to do? Anyway, it's either Talib go and do that. Okay? It's either Talib go and do that. Now, others, what are you going to do? Abraham, you continue a la JP. Abraham, you continue a la JP. So, some of you people, what are you going to do? What are you guys going to do? This is the point here. Or either, nothing, Talib go, I thought lobby because it's a lobbyist. I thought lobby because fire makes sure I have to. Now, what about you people? Now, I have saying, Kapunyin Theta. I can remember philosophy, blah, blah. Hope it's not going to work. Kapunyin Theta. Kapunyin Theta. And you see their game. Actually, a person without no self-confidence will always do what is called carbon copy or copyright. They always want to feed on copyright. They make sure the word unite. The word unite, they make sure Kajako way to la patio bala because they want to confuse people. They want to confuse everyone and Kajako political citadel. Hey. They want to confuse people. That's why they're using the word unite. Unite, blah, 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 blah. Because they want to confuse people. UDP and them. But or now, funny after that, your WhatsApp sorrow, your Facebook sorrow, your all social media based sorrow. But if not, this message of Allah misleading, we will make sure it's reached to every doorstep. From the time of the house to house, Korra to Korra, Kabila to Kabila, Sufi to Sufi, Almane to Almane, Imam to Imam, Sade to Sade, but make sure that atol la tinyaro message yin na tandi alfal be alamoy mo be alamoy number mo amelo this year the campaign is going to be easy. You joking? Because nagara you go no la sama la ta ko protect and to protect no la sama we cannot allow Talib nanin kapo balu nanin kapo balu go jang alman tanka alma yung kapo dole fana jela ko tanki alma len tankala alma len tanka yung kapo la nin kapo ma sibo alma len tankala NPP masibo mbenya ajale NPP be alon ko jang akina jang ay mol mole bimbo masibo ko alma ale tanga Talib Ahmed Ben Sura like ni kafo nyi alma ale ya kafo nyi ale ya buruka alma ale ni kafo buruka bar alma ale ni kafo buruka bar alma ala kana balagde ni kafo do kafu jawba alma ala kana balagde ni kafo do pour ala mbeyani kan nyinna men kam wala pour na dimma ya alu melbe duma pour ila sama kama ala nke wala nan ke dani ala pour nin kafo kana baraka nin banko kanjang kafu kennente kafule memma alfal bunya kafule me ya lon ko amang respect bi alfa yala amang fendi alfa yala kafule me ya lon ko aka kontanne nayaje alfal neng aka kontanne nayaje alfal bea aka kontanne nayaje ko comme alfaya to fe nyalon ko alfaya do do aka kelele aka beale alma ala mbedan na masaba masakallangi hazo zel mbedan na nyinka fonyin fu aka fonyin kana balu jang aka fonyin kana balu nyin banko kan jang kadu kafule nyin me ya lonko na balu ga nyin banko kan jang aman febo bi aman febo sama alma len tan nyin kafuma alma len tan nyin kafuma kafu jawba kafu tinyarim ba kafu miral jawba ya allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ndedalla nyin kafo nya kana balu nyin banko kan jang akana sembe so nyin banko kan jang Allah bedan na wala masaba ya rahman ya rahim ya razak bedan na ni talib ahmed bel sura kafo be wala divided movement kafo ya Allah bedan na nin kafo kana baraka jang ya Allah bedan na nin kafo kana baraka jang Allah jedana na men kam folam purna dinul mel be duma ila sama e kana alfa albaya e kana alfa albaya ikana judu alfayala ikana judu kebayala nin kafo nan la kajudu kebayala nin kafo nan la kajudu alfayala nin kafo nan la kajudu molla kada kol kunun kada kol nin kafo nan la kajudu walla ya alam bedan nan masaba masakallanke kafo me yalon ko ya belke na famo belke bar hadumo ya tinna nin kafo mallafi kayo sabar nin banko kanya hadumo ya tinna nin kafo mallafi nin kafo mallafi to le dinno le duma yena ya tara kontrol fane banko do ko kula na banko lan kuke ba nin kafo ko to kungol na bolo lambe ala danila to baski sibi ay bo kono ay bo nin kafo kono na mo kende ba ya allah masaba masakallanke bedan na to baski sibi ya bondi nin kafo kono kunun ko bañolu nin kafola kuwa data nun je bari ya allah malo meyatinna min dun ta ala walatinna abdata nin kafo nin kono ya allah mbedana tabas bi sibi ya bonnina nin kafo kono ya samana kafu kendo kono ya samana kafo kono kafo me ya lon ko to nyaado wolto barako be wolto alfa bunya be wolto wala UDP to baski sibi bedana ya fana bondi kafo nin kono kafo yo ma ba der ma ba ya allah mbedana to baski sibi bondi kono ya boni ne kono musa sedi wala nya ka sala wala to woni be ku kire wolto musa sedi ala nya ka wala woni be ku kire wolto musa sedi woni be ku kire wolto ngamen duwata nka duwala from the bottom of my heart amma ko men ka I'm not joking people think nimma ala no fela mantra fela na talbu ka fo ni long amma ka chanti de my brother I love this country wallahi I love this country I love this country. I want this country to move. Wallahi azim, my brother. But Talibu won't do. I told him, look, Kukilim Bongo, Yim Banko, Bakumakilim Fole. Ana Taran told Master. Bakumakilim Fole. But Alama Alakana, Tank Alama Alen, Tankakana Banko, the Talib Ahmed Bensudan Alan Kafumola. Yaral Malon, Galako, Diamoto, Mercy, Diamoto Canal, Mendel Buloko, Nina Beko Jan. Gambian Kole. Duma no men fo be bulu wol be jam falela duma no men alo wol be bulu nim findi tan jam da Gambian Kole the little small the duma no men fo ya longo wol be bulu mo dewol men be kan wol fo lo bole normal ha be duwa kala bak be ala dan bak ha o mon dewol ñun yekki baro boy be men fo le ya moy ye bo bala ye na ya kafu banko do ko ñumma kam fo mon bawla I'm not joking ha nakafo nyina long nakafo nyina manya long nakafo nyina doko nakafo nyina nanyo long nala mu mosi balle be nyin kafo kono wallahi nala mu mosi balle be nyin kafo kono ba ni atara memma lanna fanan yekato ka doro yeta nyin kafo nyi ni dongo sodo yeta kafo nyin kono jibe roke bango di nyaadi le be nyin kafo kono yeta ye jibe roke jumalle be nyin kafo kono alman tankala nyin kafo ni nyim banko dila nyin kafo la abe tinyalo men sila nyin banko kan abe nyin banko tinyala nyama abe nyin banko kasara nyame lefto gokuma amanga de kan la fale de people nimmo way me no joke la I'm not joking I know these people these are all evil these people are more than the worst people wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillahi sallallahu alaihi wasallam na drong la bal dal na drong oboy ko na nyinala yata negative take it negative yata positive take it positive bare inshallah salong be safero kele nyame because fukul na beje na safero lu na commerce lu na diamulu they be especially when you are well known in UDP wole yesu te UDP le ibe seven din kala drong they will use it against you. Severin din dong iba kila dong and it's a little bit negative dong controversial and dong they will use it they will betada ka volta ka fay molie because that's their problem so bad dan ale masaba masakalanke al sever fongol aliye long mol mil nal severol kala community du moment yalo gotum UDP quality your profile UDP be je o ina naka UDP la fancy si hakilo du back because anything you use wrong because you saying MPP is not their bigger problem il a problem moment wala ñu ko UDP ka UDP le long UDP le tarambulo long UDP le silo long so the problem is not NPP because side it all in fact maybe NPP for if they can worship NPP they will do it so guys medal la jam for what ko ala baraka baake for another time again inshallah taala rabbi assalamu ala rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam bal dal baake diamo le makolat le na na so fe to nyaalo la fo me alon ko wala silo do mu ala subhanahu wa ta'ala la makoroldi na fo me alon ko woni saabo mo be o mu adamadiya nasuldi bal dal na asiya funya wala inshallah nan o banke nangani wato wat me dol ndugo mais moom fo la droit ko mo sa haaro mutu ay ko pende me alon ko abe bali yane ko ñu yala cegla wala tina wala fa yatina fa na duwa ki yam mak na aldani mbake ala ni dimaso mo kam pour ñu kafo même mu you know no that wale you sa that wale never I will never pray for you I only pray for Tobaski to come ite kai no that wale I'm not going to give you my start so only Tobaski do what wole okay Tobaski pour wena but it you know style no see I don't now I got still do out still follow your take the new take no problem I got still follow your take what can no problem but man tele tizaro di la allo likewise manta do ale fana so guys so elake la Yunus ako netizaro no mandana tizaro di lela anu do kan Tobaski le prime muruna bari ita kay no mandana tizaro di lela saya be nyama wala saya sirf saya sirf duwa you know ita la sirf bo kono bari la sirf bu kono yela sirf duwa ke bari la sirf duwa ni ale menta muta adi 2026 se muru yogal même mori bati beso wole kontele mori bati ba wotle mori bati ba ase koy saya belal wala jama ba den ko to di lela na den ko sa di no la mega woni ko ne hadi ojo ya sirfol ka hadi ojo nyoya ndem sirf kebal ram sirf dinol ne hadi ojo ya de mambala den ko yi sasar no ba ne ma hadi ojo den ko yi to sar no so guys so wala be UMC ay to ndate la kudo DMC ndate la kudo Tobaski na mo wala duwa tay waya ka bin duwa tay ila ke na da fun se duwa fa ne ala muru abu muru ko to na ba ta muru na natural ya fongole ndeman ta no ma de duwa la ay fana kadum kafoni to la akuru to la lo Yunus nana makeda Yunus talib Ahmed Ben Souda to la lo kafoni so itolu manta duwa kele de duwa kele de no duwa kele de Tobaski yo drag nande Abibu fanan maybe next episode may ni na kalwa ke mbaji be fo ñu duwala fo ma ñu duwala so this is my take please, oh boy, music going, please. Let's just see it as a music. Please, we move on. You understand? And he's an artist. Artist, I craft play, and that's the way it feels like. So, I'm just appealing to my fellow Gambians, fellow supporters of the party. This is normal. I mean, sometimes artists, you see yourself, you support it. But sometimes, you don't see yourself in it. But that is what is art. Art all the time, it speaks about something. Like I always say, my only advice to him is whenever about music, you have to make some social consultation. At least that give more value to the music. But my advice is, please, my fellow supporters, I'm appealing to everyone. Either you are UDP, or MPP, DMC, or whoever. I mean, let's treat the music as a music, as musical is not treated as a music and move. I know it's a message, but if you it's a message. Yeah, it's a message. It's a message. Yeah, I was so disappointed with the action of my comment on interview. No, there dangula. There dangula. Ablaya there dangula. No comment mendila. That is the only. That's the best way I have to give you. No comment mendila about that. Because you did it deliberately. You don't want to accept the truth. Because you don't want to accept the truth. It is anything positive. You don't want to see it positive. That's actually world. So the positive as far as it is giving credit to UDP. Is not right. Let me tell you something. If you guys have any credit, believe in me. Unless there is a credit in this, I will come and give you the credit. But I told you, you people don't want to give credit to anyone. I told you, that's your problem. That is why then I'll book a deal. So the lack of you also, that why definitely be. That why. Ni left a mura lang kang yana duma nakasha. That dua can only even Mongolebon the Yamurna bag will move on. Yeah. So whatever. Musazeri, you know what? Musazeri. No, you're a most. Musazeri, I asked them Monson, but now be a life, Bila Kumbora. Let me Musa Kumbora. Musa, Bila life for Kumbo. Musa, look at it.
Maybe other people can you what the sense of if you can start to move the